Welcome everyone, this is Master Tatiana. Welcome back to my channel. I am a personal development, health and wellness, and intuitive life coach. Welcome! I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm even extra excited to be doing my first series relating to numerology, LifePath numbers 1 to 9, using the Pythagoras method. Okay, so from 1 to 9, today we are going to be working on number 1. And if you want to be able to calculate your LifePath number, I will put down below how to do so. So remember guys, the LifePath number goes according to your birthday, and that's month, day, and year. Okay, very simple. So if you calculate and you realize that your numbers may be further in, if you have birthdays around you, meaning your friends or your relatives, calculate theirs where you could entertain yourself until your number comes up. I will not just give you your good traits and traits that you may need to work on. I'm also going to be giving you conditions relating to the LifePath number when you are not vibrating the way that your number is intended to vibrate in. So I'm going to be giving you the physical conditions, also the body anatomy, and the science relating to the body with your LifePath number. It's going to be exciting, so please don't go. So let's pull out the number 1. Should be over here. Over here. I'm going to put it somewhere. Okay. So I want everyone to take a second and just look at the number 1. And I want you to just get a feel. Right. Remember guys, I said to everyone here, I am an intuitive life coach. So I do a lot of helping you feel your body. So just look at the number and observe how you feel when you just look at the number 1. Okay. I'm going to list some situations where you may feel the energy of number 1. If someone won a prize and they say runner up, and they call the first person up, right? How do you feel? You are about to play a game, right? And they call you up. How do you feel? You're the first person that they call, right? So how do you feel, right? Do you feel great? Don't you feel like an energy of importance? Yes. The phrase that I use for number 1 is I am exclusive. Okay. That is what number 1s are. Okay. Number 1s are leaders. Okay. They are known to be the alpha energy, right? Alpha standing for masculine, father, leader. They are women. They also have the number 1 LifePath number. Okay, so that masculine energy usually represents leading. Okay, usually represents protecting, architectural. It also represents innovative, cultivating, the doers. The number 1 LifePath number is a number that represent the one. You are the one. Yes, LifePath number 1s, you are the one. Okay, LifePath number 1s are quick to bring themselves in the surface. They are ready. They are the front line. LifePath number 1, you guys are the brilliant innovators. There's a reason why I say brilliant innovators, not just innovators, okay? Because you guys have the ability to receive the idea and to bring it into tuition. Boom. There we go. It's right here. Wow, how quick was that? You guys have that natural ability. When I say that you are the doers, what I mean is you guys are great for taking responsibility and owning it beautifully. Okay, you guys, when y'all are given a responsibility, y'all really take that to heart and really try to get the job done. Okay, so the ones, LifePath number 1s, are ruled by the sun. So just the sun alone is shining on number 1s. Number 1s are meant to be put out there and don't have a problem doing so. Okay, so if I'm explaining all these things and you feel like I don't know about that exactly, wait a minute. There's an explanation if you do not feel 100% there yet, right? And you feel like I'm a life path number 1, did my calculation, that is correct, but I don't really resonate with all the characteristics. I'm going to explain. You guys are the ones to start and finish things. People trust you. Yes, they just trust you. They just know you're going to make it work. And that is a beautiful, beautiful characteristic to have. Now, let's talk about the science of the body. Because why does number 1 act this way? All right, guys. So number 1s are built in a particular way. If you notice a number 1, please observe your posture. Okay? Number 1s have this beautiful, elegant way of standing, of bringing themselves out there. They usually are really good with their chest being poked out. All right, number 1s really function very strongly with the spine, okay, and the brain. They are the intellects. They are very smart. Okay, don't ever sleep on a number 1. I told you that they brilliant. Okay, I didn't just say innovative. I told you that they brilliant, and they are. Okay, so they are really highly connected to their mechanics. Yes. So the way that the nerves are connected in a life path number 1 is very quick. That's why they have this compulsive energy to act on things. So don't be surprised, number 1s, if you feel sometimes that you feel this urge to like step up. I feel like I have to step up. I feel like I need to say something. It's not, no surprise, it's in your DNA, okay? It's in your DNA, it's in your vibration to want to come out that way, because that is what number 1s do. As I mentioned before, if you don't find yourself in these characteristics as yet, it is okay. We're still finding our ways, okay? So number 1s, understand that although you are a life path number 1, also check out the day of your birth, okay? The day that you were born. Let's say you were born on November 2nd, right? Or October 22nd, right? If you do the calculations, right? If you see, you have a 2 there. And a 2, this is also, or even in your name, that also gives you some traits of shyness, of being a little bit timid, a little bit behind the scenes. But I usually call those number 1 life path the silent leaders. That's what you guys are. You guys are the silent leaders. Yes, that's what you guys are. Good job. That means you guys are really good from leading from behind the scene. Okay, some people would like to say, if I'm a life path number 1, am I a loner? Because I kind of like to be alone. Some people actually like to be alone. But understand one thing, life path number 1s, we are also combinations of other numbers according to our name and the day that we were born. Okay, so if you kind of like to be alone sometimes and you find yourself a life path number 1, that could also relate to you for your birthday falling on the 7th, which is another vibration that likes to go deep within themselves. Right? And so that could also be some of the characteristics of liking to be alone. Yeah, of liking to be alone. Okay, don't worry, karmic number has a lot to do with some of your challenges. Okay, fashion is very clean and sharp and straightforward, so that's beautiful too. Number 1s, if you notice, your body structure is usually very strong. Number 1s, this is amazing to know. It is rare for you guys to get sick. Yes, number 1s, when you guys get sick and it's actually shown, you have reached the maximum, because it's very rare. Life path number 1 could really be feeling down and out, but the ability to lead always heal them in some way. It heals them. It just helps your body to go through this like healing stage very rapidly. So that's why you guys do not get sick for a long time. You guys could rise up very quickly. Number one, LifePath understands the importance of challenges and commitment. So understand another thing. Number ones are very competitive. Yes. And that is your nature. Okay. Anatomy. This is how you're just built. This is how your cells are moving in your body. This is how your nerves are wiring together. How your brain is functioning. This is the science of your life path number one. Okay. You're not just feeling these things from nowhere. It is a feeling that is coming also in relating to your DNA, the way the body is coming together. Yeah. So this is why it's so important sometimes to understand animals as well. Understand animals. Animals have a way of just following the routine of life. They are not here to kind of figure out if maybe I should do this now, maybe I should do this later. They just come and they do what they need to do, and they exit the way they need to exit. Right? So, and that is because of the way that the brains are structured in animals. The animals have the brainstem, and they have the limbic system that deals with emotion. But that's some animals, not reptile. But humans have the neocortex. So we have that thinking mind, that thinking brain. So we tend to kind of want to do our own thing as opposed to kind of following the flow of life. But number ones have the ability to really understand the flow of life. Okay. Another thing with number ones, you guys are really, really good with this. Because you guys are run by the ego, not that y'all run by the ego, but because y'all use your ego a lot, you guys are one of the very rare numbers, vibration, that can actually control the ego much better than any other number. Okay, nines could do it too, but nines go through a lot of like heavy depression and very high anxiety, so sometimes it's kind of hard for them to kind of get there. But number ones, you have the ability to manage your ego, which is very rare. Very rare. So although you function by the ego, you pull a lot through the ego. I tell everyone that the ego is not meant to be destroyed. It's meant to be used. And you number ones know how to use it. Okay. Number ones, I want you to understand your ability to inspire people. When you are at your highest vibration, you are naturally able to inspire people. Okay, you know who was the number one? Steve Jobs. And he was known to be a brilliant innovator. A brilliant innovator. Although he's not with us anymore, these phones and these laptops will continue to go on and on. So number ones, you were probably laughed at as a child. You were probably told this is ridiculous. What you're thinking is impossible. There's no way that could happen. But you made it work. And you had everyone like this. Just like there's highs, there are lows. And here we go. Number one, life path numbers. Sometimes you may find yourself being very stubborn, angered, egotistical, being very antagonistic, putting yourself first. Yes. Sometimes number one can be somewhat a bully. It's not necessarily nice, but you can also be oftentimes a bully. But if you even observe everything that I just said, it's still putting you out there as leaders. Not necessarily in the vibration that you probably want to be, but you still out there. Okay, because to be a bully, you need to put yourself out there a little bit. You need to be a little bit big, and and don't think that because I'm saying that you're number one, that yes, you are built and you are very tall and everything, that doesn't mean that. Also, it could also mean that your energy is gigantic. I don't think I said that word right. But your energy is just very big, like a giant. And because of that, sometimes our vibration could go very low if we felt that we were put down, if we was laughed at, if we was taken for granted, if, you know, we probably tried some things that probably did not work. Let's be frank with that. It probably did not work, and we were laughed at. We were told that this, I told you so, it wasn't going to work out. And so that kind of beats and leave a heavy mark on your ego. And your ego utilizes that to help you actually to come out of it. But we internalize it as if the ego is actually saying that you're a loser and that you can't do anything right. Okay, so one thing that number one LifePath really need to take the time to learn is the importance of understanding that failures, mistakes are actually more important than perfection and success. And that's hard. I know it's so hard, because you're like, what? You just hurt my brain by saying that. Yes. Failure, we have to learn to take the time to use and think of failure as a time to reflect, to observe, and to convert that observation into data. Okay, we need to look at it and see what worked, what didn't work, and then bring ourselves closer to what could work. Okay, so that's why I tell everyone that failure needs to happen. Failure needs to happen. And if number ones could master that understanding, woo, you see how people would just drop what they're doing for you guys. You see, faster than they already doing, because I'm sure that they helping you out, but much faster. Like, whoa, I want to help a number one. Number ones, it is so important for you to learn how to be humble. Yes, it's very easy for us to kind of feel like we know it all, because we are usually in positions that we are trusted in, and that we can just act on, right? We usually feel like, okay, because I'm always in a leadership role, that I have to be right. But that's not necessarily true, okay? It's so important that even in this role that you're in, this responsibility that you're taking, utilize everyone that's around you, because you guys are inspiration. Ooh, you heard that, rain? I love the rain. All right, so you guys are inspiration. Number ones are inspiration. That means you don't really have to do all the thinking. That means you can trust that the way that you inspire other people, they want to give you their best. They want to give you their best. So you may have someone that's really good with math, and you may find yourself, I have a little trouble with math. Let them do the math work. You know, you may have someone that is good with decorating or putting things together, getting people that you need to connect you for a cause that you're trying to share with the world. Let that person do their job. You could definitely see what they're doing, right? So it's very important for number ones to learn how to delegate, prioritize. Yes, this is all going to really help you to lead with humility. Yes, and not with arrogance, because with arrogance you bring fear. And everybody knows that through fear, you actually weaken their strength. And if you weaken their strength, how are they going to help you? So if you humble yourself, you'll be able to help them rise up. And then they will want to help you. Okay? Understand that you're the number one. So you're always going to be up there. You're always going to be the shine. You don't have to worry about anyone taking your shine. You're always going to be able to... just know the role that you play. So tips for number one. Don't forget that you guys are all about posture. Okay, your spine is very important. Managing your emotions, mainly anger, is very important. Okay, number ones are very, number one, can easily fall into getting high blood pressure because of that high testosterone and anger kind of energy. It's really easy for you to come across high blood pressure. So you really want to calm that down. So one thing that you can do for that is running. Yes, running. Have you ever seen a runner body? Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. So you may feel like, oh my god, I don't think I like running, right? So what I will recommend, if running is not your thing, you don't have to go out and run. You can run in place. You can jog. You can walk, right? Another thing I would recommend is that you do squats. Yes. So the reason why I say squat is because when you do squat, this really helps to elongate the spine, right? This really also helps you to ground your energy because you are a thinker, and it also helps you to realign yourself with your posture. So it helps you to have this beautiful posture that you were born with. Okay, you were just born with this elegance. Okay, so running in place, going for a run, or walking, squats. All right, I know you may not care to do these things, but these are the things that you want to incorporate. What I usually share with anyone that I'm working with, if they are a LifePath number 1, I usually have them do some exercises as such, and they all reported to feel so much better when they do it. I also recommend some time that you use ankle weights. Yes, ankle weights. If you don't feel like you're a runner, put some ankle weights and go walking. Yes, go walking. This is going to help you to keep you grounded, keep you on the earth, because you guys are number ones, are about heaven and earth. You guys are everything in between. That's where you guys are. Okay? Number 1, so don't forget that you guys are natural leaders. You guys are not just leaders. You guys are naturally leaders, and the body is going to respond as such. So even if you find yourself resisting wanting to take up the role, you are going to be put in positions of leadership roles very often. Very often. Just notice that moving forward. If you didn't notice it before, notice it moving forward. It's going to be easy for people to point you out, to want you to take this responsibility, and you're going to be doing it. You're going to even feel, you may even feel the need to want to take the responsibility, but you're going to try to fight it. So one of the things that number 1 LifePath need to really work is owning leadership roles, being humble in these leadership roles, learning how to let go and utilize everyone that's around them, and understanding that you have the ability to manage your ego better than any other number. Better than any other number. You have a clear understanding of how things flow in nature, and because of that, you can really transform lives around you, above you, and below you. So you guys are awesome. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my first series of numerology. LifePath number 1 was first. We are going to be doing daily LifePath numbers. So tomorrow will be LifePath number 2. I'm so excited because number 2s are like dear to my heart, because maybe my birthday has a 2. So I totally can relate with number 2s a lot as well. So thank you so much. Until tomorrow, subscribe if you like this, share with your friends and your family, and get to know a little bit more about yourself, and stay on this channel where I give you all tips, personal development for health and wellness, and helping you to manage this much better. All right, bye now.